Okay, so today you will be taking a quiz on arithmetic sequences, but before we do that, let's go ahead and review one example. Okay, so when we are working with arithmetic sequences, there's a couple things that we find first. Okay, we have to find um, the common difference. And the common difference is the number that we add or subtract to go from one term to the next. Okay? So it's basically the pattern that is going on in the sequence. Okay, so if we look at this sequence here, we go from -5 to -9 to -13 to -17. One way to find the pattern is to subtract this number from this one, from the previous one. So we'll do -9 minus -5. I put that in parentheses. And that's going to give me -4. Okay, it's important that we check as many numbers as we can just to make sure that it is the same pattern on each of them. And if I do that, then I will know that from here to here, I'm subtracting 4. From negative to go from -9 to -13, then I'm also subtracting 4. And from -13 to -17, I am also subtracting 4. Therefore, I can say that the common difference is my -4. Okay, now the next item that we find is the 0th term. And the 0th term is the number that happens before the first term on the sequence. So in this case, it would be the number that it's missing here. And to find this, what we do is we do the opposite of what we were doing on this other, to find this other values. Okay, so if our common difference is subtracting 4, then that means that I'm going to do -5 and I'm going to add 4. So to -5, I'm going to add 4, and that gives me -1, which that is my 0 term, -1. Okay, and another important term is the term number, which is the number that we're referring to. So each sequence always begins with the first term, on this case, the -5. Then the second term is the -9. The third term is the -13, and so on. Okay, then we'll go fourth term, fifth term, and so on. Okay, the other thing that it usually asks us to find is the equation. And to find the equation, I do T of n is equal to always, I put the common difference. So in this case, it's -4. So -4 times n, which is a term number again, and plus the 0 term. On this case, the 0 term is -1, so I'm just going to put -1. And that would be the equation. This is what we would use to find the term number. So if there's a question that's asking me find the 150th term or the 50th term, then I would do T of 50 and then I would do T of 50 put the whole thing on the calculator, and I will get the value for the 50th term. Okay, so as you begin working on the quiz, there's one important thing that you need to do. So your quiz, there's gonna be questions such as this one where you have to fill in the blank. Now, you have to only put in the number. Okay, so if the common difference for this problem is 5, then only put 5. Do not enter anything else, not even a space, because that will mark your answer as incorrect. Okay, so only input the number. If the common difference is negative, then put a -5. Okay, that's the only thing that you're inputting, and the same thing for each of them. Like the zero term. If the zero term is a negative number, then I'm gonna put the negative and whatever number might be. So just 20, -20. Same thing here and here. Okay, only enter the number. Do not enter anything else because Canvas is going to mark your question wrong and you will lose all the points. And I don't think you want to lose 20 points if you get everything on this question wrong.